Hello students, welcome back to maths class. In this video we will do the exercise 6.2 of class 8th. Its first question is find the square of the following numbers. So what does the meaning of square? When we multiply any number 2 times we will get square. So here 32 square we can firstly write it in the form of square, and here 32 will multiply by 32. Here is one time and here is second time. So we can do it in like this manner also, 32 multiply by 32. But we are not doing like in this manner. We will do with the help of identity, because before starting of the exercise 6.2 on the previous page we had the examples in the book like in this way: find the square of the following numbers without actual multiplication. So they did without actual multiplication to find the square. They use identities. You know, a plus b square, a square plus 2ab plus b square, and one more identity is there, a minus b square is a square minus 2ab plus b square. These two identity we will apply to find the square of given numbers. So we will apply this manner because before starting the exercise they are using this method. So we will use this method. Okay. So here is 32. So when we do the partition of 32, so it will partition in the form of 30 plus 2. Okay. We have to find 30 plus 2. So by identity, a plus b whole square is equal to, because we have to take the square of 32, that's why we have to apply here square. Okay, is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. We can shuffle the places of a square, b square plus 2ab. Okay, don't worry about it. So here a value is 30. Okay, and b value is 2. So as you can see, a value is 30 and b value is 2. Now we will put a and b value in the identity. Okay, in the identity a value is 30 and b value is 2. So it's whole square. Firstly we have to do the separate square of 30. So separate square of 30, then separate square of 2. Here is 2 square plus 2 into 30 into 2. Okay, now 30 square is just 3 square is 9, and 1 times 0 and 2 times 0, because here we are doing the square of 0. Okay, 0 into 0, here 900. Okay, you can do the multiplication, I know it, that's why I can easily put 900 is the answer. Okay, 30 into 30. Okay, then 2 square is 4, then 2 into 30 into 2 is 120. Now we will do the 900 plus 4 plus 120. So on the ones place 0, 0 and 4. So 4 will come. On the tens place 0, 2. So 2 will come. On the 100 place 9 and 1. 9 plus 1 is 10. So square of 32 is 1024. Second part of the question number, first is 35. So there is no need of writing 35 in this form 30 plus 5. Okay, we can also write it in the form of 40 minus 5, because both are giving us same number. Okay, so here I am doing same as 30 plus 5. Again we will get 35. So same identity. So same identity, a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. A value is 30 and b value is 5. So we have to put the values of a and b into the identity. After putting we will get 30 square. 30 square is 900. So when we multiply 30 and 30, so 0 into 0 is 0, 0 into 3 is 0, 3 into 0 is 0, 3 into 3 is 9. So I already said in the previous section 3 square is 9, and we are doing the square of 0, so 0 will come 2 times. So here same we can get in the multiplication. So 30 square is 900 25, 5 square is 25, and 30 into 5, 30 into 5 will give us 150, and 150 into 2 will give us 300. Okay, so ones place is 0. Here we have ones place as a 5, so 5 will come. Now on the tens place, 0, 0 and 2, so 2 will come, and here 9 and 3, 9 plus 3 is 12, so we will get 1225. Okay. Now question number 3rd and 4th I already did here. 86 can be written in the form of 80 and 6, so 80 will become A and 6 will become B. After putting the values of A and B into the identity, 80 square is 8 square is 64, and 0 square is 00, plus 6 square is 36, plus 2 into A into B. So after doing the multiplication, 960. After adding them, we got 7396. Fourth question is 93. So it can be separate in the form of 90 and 3. Okay, so A value will become 90 and B value will become 3. After putting values of A and B in the identity, we got 90 square. So 90 square, for the 90 square, 9 square is 81 and 0 square is 00, plus 3 square is 9, plus 2 into 90 into 3. After doing the multiplication, we got 540 equal. After doing the addition of them, we got 8649 of the square of 93. Now fifth question is 71, can be separate in the form of 70 plus 1. So here A plus B whole square is equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB. A value is 70 and B's value is 1. So after putting the values of A and B into the identity, we got 70 square, 7 square is 49 and 0 square is 00, plus 1 square is 1, plus 2 into 70 into 1. So after doing the multiplication, we got 140. After adding them, we can got 5041. Now the last question that we are doing something in different. As you know, we can write 46 in the form of 40 plus 6, and we can also write it as a form of 50 minus 4. Okay, so here we are in the last question, we are doing 50 minus 4. Okay, so 46 can be written in the form of 50 minus 4. For the subtraction, A minus B whole square, for this identity it will become A square plus B square minus 2AB. Now for it, A value is 50 and B value is 4. Now we will put the values of A and B into the identity. A value is 50 minus 4 whole square, then A square 450 square plus B square, B value is 4, so here 4 square minus 2 into 50 into 4. For the 50 square, 5 square is 25 and 0 square is 00. 4 square is 60 minus 2 into 50 is 100. 100 into 4 is 400. Okay, now here 2500 minus 400 is 2100, and 2100 plus 16 will give us 2116. 2116 is the square of 46. So here we completed question number first of the exercise. Question number 2 is write a Pythagorean triplet whose one member is. Here we get one different thing, Pythagorean triplet. In the class 7th we see Pythagoras theorem. So firstly we will see what does the meaning of Pythagorean triplet. Okay, now Pythagorean triplet can be defined in the form of in the set of 3 numbers. So whenever we take any 3 numbers, okay, whenever we take any 3 numbers, the largest number is square. Okay, so largest number square is sum of other 2 number square. It means whenever we take any 3 number like 1, 2, 3, so in these 3 number, the any number who is largest, what I said, who is largest, it means largest number square is sum of any two number. In the Pythagoras theorem, we already see in h square, it means hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square in the right angle triangle. This kind of manner we seen. So same thing we are applying here, but only one thing, in the set of any three number, the largest number will become here hypotenuse. Okay, so as you can see, where ABC is the example of any three number set. Okay, where a square is equal to b square plus c square. If a square is putting here, it means a is the largest number. It means a is the largest number among a, b and c. Okay, this is the Pythagorean triplet. For their examples, here two example is taken. First is the set of 3, 5, 4 and 5. Second is the set of 5, 12 and 13. So in the set of 3, 4 and 5, 5 is the biggest number. So 5 square is equal to the sum of the squares of little ones. So 3 square plus 4 square, 5 square is 25 is equal to 3 square is 9 and 4 square is 16. Here after adding 9 and 16 we got 25. It means the largest number square 25 is equal to the sum of the squares of little ones. Again we got 25. In the same set, 13 is the largest number. 13 square is 169. The little ones is 5 and 12. Their squares is 25 and 144. After adding them, we got the same value as the 13 square. So this is the Pythagorean triplets. So they are the examples of Pythagorean triplet. Okay. Now how can we take the Pythagorean triplet? Okay. So for finding Pythagorean triplets, so let m be any natural number. Oh, okay. We can take any natural number, but it must be greater than 1. It must be greater than 1. So Pythagorean triplets B क्या होंगे? Pythagorean triplets ऐसे होंगे कि फर्स्ट वाला जो होगा वो होगा 2 into m. It means whatever the number we had been taken, the first number will become the 2 into m. The next will m square minus 1 and the last is m square plus 1. Let's do the question number 2 with these 2m, m square minus 1, m square plus 1. Okay. So first is 6, second is 14. So we know Pythagorean triplet can be formed from 2m, m square minus 1, m square plus 1. In the question they already given us whose one member is. It means 6 is the one of 2m or m square minus 1 or m square plus 1. So 6 is equal to what? This one, this one, this one. Let's take it. I am taking 6 is equal to 2m. I am taking the value of 6 equal to 2m. Okay. So 2m is equal to 6. When we shift 2 in the downside of the 6, okay, so 6 will divided by 2 and m value will become 3. It means this 2m is given us the value of m. If we are taking, like if we have, I can put m square minus 1, the value of 6. So when we solve them, when we shift negative 1 to opposite side, it will go 6 plus 1. Okay. So m square is equal to 7. When I square from this side, so it will become the under root 7. We can't had been taken the value of m. Here we can take the value of m is equal to 3. Okay. So whenever we think like here on the place of 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1, whenever we take but their value is not coming, on that time we can easily recognize we had been taken wrong thing between these three. Okay. So here firstly we get the value of m is equal to 3. Now for the different Pythagorean triplet of 6 is, next is m square minus 1. So already seen m value is 3. So we will put here m square minus 1. So 3 square is 9 minus 1. So m square minus 1 value will become 8. So this is the second. First is the 6th, second is the 8. Now the last is m square plus 1. m square value is already be seen here, 3 square plus 1. Okay, 3 square is 9 and 1 plus 1 will give us 10. So m square plus 1 value is 10. So what will be the set of the Pythagorean triplet is the 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. So 2m value is what? 2m value is 6 that we supposed, and that will become true. We taken the value of m, that's why it will be true. Now m square minus 1 value is 8 and the m square plus 1 value is 10. So this is the first set of the 6 of the Pythagorean triplet. Now 14. So how can we suppose 14 as 2m, m square minus 1, m square plus 1? Which can we suppose? We can suppose anything. If its value will become true, it will be corrected. I am supposing 2m is equal to 14. So m value is 14, will divide it by 2 and m value will become 7. It means we supposed right. Now next is m square minus 1. Here is m square minus 1. We know m value is 7. So 7 square minus 1. 7 square is 49 minus 1 is 48. This is the value of m square minus 1. Now m square plus 1. M value is 7 that it had been taken, plus 1. 7 square is 49 plus 1, that will give us 50. M square plus 1 value will become 50. Now the Pythagorean triplet 2m, m square minus 1, m square plus 1, 2m value is 14, m square minus 1 value is 48 and m square plus 1 value is 50. So this is the answer of second. Question number 3 and question number 4 is 3 is 16. So 16 I had been supposed 2m, so 2m is equal to 16. When we divide 16 by 2, it will give us 8. It means m's value is 8. It means 2m is equal to 16. It's absolutely right. Now second triplet we can find from m square minus 1 and next one we can find from m square plus 1. Here m value is 8, so 8 square is 64 minus 1 is 63. So it means second value will become 63. Now 8 square is 64, 64 plus 1 is 65. So third triplet is 16. It means 2m is equal to 16, that we suppose is right. It means 16 will come first, then 63, then 65. Now the fourth is 18. So firstly 18 I suppose 2 is equal to 2m. If it will give the value of m, so it is absolutely right. So m value after dividing 18 by 2, it will give us 9. Now 9 we will put in the second triplet, in the third triplet. 9 square is 81. 81 minus 1 will give us 80, and here 9 square plus 1, 81 plus 1 is 82. So first triplet that we supposed is right, that's why here 18 will come, then 80, then 82. So here we completed exercise 6.2. We will meet in the next video.